Hi, I'm Hi Grandma, and I'm having a hard time talking about decarboxylation, but I want to. So I've done a whole bunch of tries. I'm going to try to soldier through on this one. I have my Ardent FX unit. The box said flex. Nothing else seems to say flex. I believe it's supposed to say Ardent FX. It's kind of different. This part is waterproof, so you can wash it. And I did bake in it once, so I did really need to wash it because I didn't use the little baking paper that they show on the videos at the Arden website. Go ahead and get the paper. And then it actually worked really well. It just took a long time. And I'm not sure if it would have ever stopped on its own, because finally, after almost an hour, I opened the lid and stopped the process. It may have been just ready to stop at an hour, though I wasn't sure and I got impatient and worried. But here we go. See, there's been some weed down there. One thing I like to do, I work with small amounts of weed, and I will take a few nuggets and line them around the edge. Then I'll put a few other nuggets of another strain in there and put this down there, and I can decarboxylate 2 strains at once. And what this is a very fine stainless steel tea filter from Tivana, which I don't think is in business anymore, and I don't drink tea much anymore. So anyway, one thing I did notice the last batch I didn't quite have the lid set on there all the way, and I think it just took longer because of it. It still worked. It's not like, oh, it gets so hot that flames shoot out of it. No, it's a gentle heat. But make sure the lid's on it, and then it figures everything out for you as far as timing, which made me a little nervous with the muffin. But overall, I love it because I feel like it's been scientifically decarboxylated at the most efficient rate that I am likely to be able to afford to do. And from there, the infusions and everything else, that's all done afterwards. In fact, I'm doing this before I vape because your vaped material has more THC available after decarbing it, and it doesn't hurt it. It actually improves the taste on some of them. I noticed my blueberry cookies smelled so good until they were decarboxylated. Then they smelled good, but they didn't smell that blueberry cookies good. But after they were decarbed, they tasted more like blueberry cookies. Okay, back to talking about decarboxylation. I had a friend back in the 70s who started reading High Times and telling me about some of the science of cannabis. And it was interesting. Most people didn't know it then. High Times hadn't been around long, so it was, really breakthrough information that he was getting. And I remember him telling me about the trichomes on pot and to be careful when you handle it because it comes off on your fingers, and I remember him saying you should lick your fingers afterwards, which is true since there are still benefits from THCA being ingested. So that is true. I'll agree with that. But now that it's decarboxylated and I do that, then I'm actually getting the THC out of the material. So I think that's pretty cool. But I also find this this bud has been decarboxylated. I'm going to put it in my LIFT. I'm going to put it in my LIFT grinder, and I will move it in a second, but I just realized I'm talking and you can't see what I'm doing. Okay, so yeah, this is what I've done. I've put a nugget in each. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this very well. I'm trying to soldier through though, so I can get it done. Oh, it looks like a little smiley face. Hi. Then put the lid on it. This is not a cheap grinder. It actually isn't a grinder. It does not grind. It shreds. And it's freaking wonderful. I'm going to move this. Excuse me. And I'll put this here. Yeah, because this is just... What I do is I grind till I don't feel any more resistance either way. Oh, I felt some. I'm not done. And then I'll check it, hold the lid. Look at that. It's completely empty. Well, okay, not completely. I lied. Let me get my little brush. There's some little tiny particulates that were stuck to the shredding blades. That's why I say it's not a grinder. It truly shreds and does a great job. And then a quarter turn. It's not magnetic. I was a little disappointed about that. I like the idea of magnetic connections, but no, look at that. And one of the things about grinding decarboxylated weed is, look, see if you can get that up. Where can I put it that you'll see it? There. It just kind of it has a softness, like there's a little bit of butter been added on top. It makes it really nice for loading. I don't have a loading tool right here, but it makes it really nice for loading because it just kind of coagulates just a little bit in the nicest, most wonderful way. So I did want to show you what it is like after being ground and decarbed, and I think you'll be enjoying it. If you get either one of these products, get both of them. Stay well, stay high.